The digital clock with the wrong time. The frozen display that revealed my husband's fake identity and routine of infiltration. My husband, Samuel, was a man obsessed with punctuality. A high-level financial consultant, his life was governed by time zones and tight deadlines. He owned a collection of luxury wristwatches, but the one he consulted religiously was a small, simple, old digital desk clock he kept next to his laptop in the office. He claimed it was the only clock that never ran late. For me, it was the symbol of his reliability, a man who always knew exactly where he was in time. That symbol broke last night. Samuel had suddenly traveled for an urgent meeting in New York. While tidying his office, I noticed the digital clock showed the wrong time. It read 4:37 a.m., but it was 8 p.m. I thought the batteries were dying. I went to change them, and when I flipped the clock over, I felt an abnormal weight. It was not hollow. Using a precision screwdriver, I opened the battery compartment. The batteries were new. But what was underneath them was a micro USB memory capsule, firmly glued to the motherboard. The clock was not broken, it was frozen at a specific time to disguise the hidden memory. I took the capsule and plugged it into my computer. I expected to find investment spreadsheets, but the memory contained an encrypted folder named Routine 0437. I used Samuel's birthday as the password, and the folder opened. Inside, there were hundreds of photos and videos. They were not of him. They were photos of a man very similar to Samuel, but with different hair and beard, and short videos of him entering high-security buildings in different cities, wearing maintenance or delivery uniforms. The date and time on most files were consistently 4:37 a.m., the exact time frozen on the clock. The next folder, Report, contained texts in intelligence jargon. The phrase was repeated, infiltration successfully completed. Target compromised. New identity in 72 hours. Samuel was not on a business trip. He was an infiltrator or a corporate spy who used the facade of a financial consultant to access confidential information from rival companies. The frozen time was the success code of his operation. I confronted him by phone. Who is the man in the photo, Samuel? And what does infiltration completed mean? His voice trembled. He confessed immediately, claiming he worked for a secret government agency. He said the man in the photos was himself, using disguises for national security operations. He was about to retire and erase that life. The confession was quick, painful, and convincing. I was about to cry with relief that it wasn't something worse when he asked, "Where's the clock now, dear? Is it safe?" His eyes darted slightly to the left. The nervous tick. The darting gaze was not due to concern for national security. He was not a government agent. The revelation was, the USB memory did not contain his evidence, but rather the tracking and control system of the agent he had replaced and imprisoned. The man in the photos was not Samuel in disguise, but the real Samuel, the consultant, whom he had kidnapped. The imposter, my husband, was the spy who had taken over his life, and he had completed the infiltration into the real Samuel's body and life. The 4:37 a.m. time was the exact moment the real Samuel was captured. The nervous tick was the fear that I, by opening the capsule, had released a tracking pulse that would lead the agency back to the spy, the imposter, and that my life would be the next one to be erased so he could escape.